My event in London. You know, in your so-called Great Britain. See you there, or else!
It's the invite to the next Skylanders game. What do you think it's going to be? In London, yeah?
Skylanders... London? Triple Swap Force.
Triple Swap Force.
Maybe something else. Hey, look. It's going on and off.
Huh. So as you've probably seen across the internet, across YouTube, the time has finally come for us to find out what the next Skylanders game is. But not only that, we also have got an invite to an event for Disney Infinity. So peculiarly, both Skylanders and Infinity are announcing what's next for their franchise within a week of each other, almost as if they've planned it, but I don't think they have. I think this is just a matter of coincidence. And now we've got this invite for Skylanders, as you've probably seen elsewhere. I think there's a few interesting things to say about this UK one, as we'll just let that roll. Obviously we have Eon here, and as you know, you'll have seen this on the other invites. Chaos comes in. Now it's interesting to have a look around at this invite. I got my kids to look at this. Now they were in the middle of playing Minecraft, and were even distracted from what is currently their favourite game to see what the content of this invite is. Chaos carries on talking. We'll come back to what they made of it in a minute, but this is the slight difference to the other ones, of the other invitations, in that it's one for the UK. So we'll just hear this at the end.
In London. You know, in your so-called Great Britain. See you there, or else!
So different because it's an event that's in London, but also different because it's an event that's on the 22nd. So whereas quite often the UK are lagging behind the States in terms of announcements, it looks like we'll get our hands on the game one day before everyone else, if indeed it is a new game that's going to be announced. But I wanted to see what my kids made of the invitation, you know, if it triggered any ideas for them. And I was interested to see that they figured out this little funny crossover, that there's a Skylanders Key that they've got that seemed to trigger some interactions with the way the invitation worked. And for them, that suggested some things about the game.
My event in London. You know, in your so-called Great Britain. See you there, or else!
It's the invite to the next Skylanders game. What do you think it's going to be? In London, yeah?
Skylanders... London? Triple Swap Force.
Triple Swap Force.
Maybe something else. Hey, look. It's going on and off.
Huh.
Maybe it's to use with the keys. Like you could do it with the keys, like unlock them or something, and you could split them up. But they could be locked to make it more kind of like. The name of it could be like Skylanders Switch, and you could put the key where there's somewhere in Skylander where it could go, and then it will switch on the game.
So you put this key like into Crush's
Skylanders
hammer.
Key or something.
So okay, so Tom, what do you think it's going to be called?
Skylanders Key.
Ollie?
Skylanders Switch.
Nice. And I'm still going for Skylanders Zoom because I think it's going to be about kart racing. So next week I'll find out. You excited?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah.
So say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Now I really like the idea of Skylanders Switch. Having something which would interact with the figures, perhaps another toy element that you bring in, and then that unlocks additional items or abilities for the figure in the game. Not a million miles away from the idea of having weapons, interchangeable items that you'd hook into the figure. And for my kids, finding that key and the way it interacted with the Skylanders invitation suggested that perhaps that is one route to go, whether it's Skylanders Switch or Skylanders Key, as they guessed. So I'd be interested to know, you know, what are your thoughts? Maybe we could guess, if we combine our knowledge and experience of Skylanders, perhaps together on the channel we could guess what's coming next. So why don't you put your suggestion of what you think the next Skylanders game is going to be called in the comments. If anyone gets it right, I will make a special video highlighting the fact of who it is who guessed right and who got closest to the idea that will be revealed to us on Tuesday, the 22nd of April, just next week after the weekend. So do check back after the weekend to see what that news is. We'll be bringing it to you as soon as we possibly can. And as we said, I think we're going to get to see it a day before they see it in the States. And we'll be talking about it just as soon as we're allowed to. That's all we've got time for on Family Gamer TV.